Megan Thee Stallion and Queen B decided to drop the remix of Savage. So that's what she chose to do. That's what they chose to do. What's up? Right now you're in the pink room with me, Jamear J.
Trauma time.
What's up? It's your girl Jamear J and hello. Hey, this shit fine. What's up? It's your girl Jamear J, and today I am rolling out my YouTube series. It's quarantine, go figure, everybody's doing it, so why not? Why the hell not? This time I don't want to just do vlogs and lifestyle. I actually want to make my YouTube channel about doing music reviews. Those of you that know me very well know that I review music all the time amongst my friends, my very close family. I said it backwards. My very close friends and my family. I mean, it's all the same, you know what I'm saying? My family, my chosen family, whatever you want to call it. Also, if you don't know me very well, you've probably seen me on social media, and you know that I do a lot of things with music. I love reviewing music from a musical standpoint, from a personal standpoint, from a production standpoint, from a lyric standpoint, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna just get right into the whole review portion of this because that's what you all are here for, I'm assuming. Miss Beyoncé, Giselle Knowles Carter, and Miss Megan Thee Stallion, you know, both from H-Town. I'm super excited to have, you know, all this girl power, okay, honey? When they first announced that they were dropping something, or Beyonce was doing a Meg Thee Stallion feature or whatever, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of, I don't want to say disappointed, but I was unenthused by the fact that she chose to do Savage. Like, don't get me wrong, Savage from a number standpoint was really smart because, I mean, it is one of the popping songs of the quarantine, or was at least on the first leg of the quarantine. Now we all just trying to honey, so it makes sense from that standpoint to choose Savage. But personally, I was just kind of like, when I heard she was gonna do Savage as a feature with Meg, I'm like, give me a new song, honey. Give me not that. I'm just quarantine out. I'm Savage challenged out. I'm classy bougie ratchet out. But let me tell you, I am pleasantly surprised. Classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty. I love the hook. I love how Beyonce came onto it with, you know, a little subtle touch. Okay, real light with it. Little things like that add to, what's the word, the overall sound of it. It makes it more Beyonce, for lack of better terms. Like, it's very light and feathery, but it sounds so good. It makes you feel like, okay, Queen B is in the building. It's simple, but it's something that is catchy. And that's the thing that we love to do with hooks. And when I say we, artists loves to do with hooks, your goal is to get something that'll be stuck in people's minds, that is catchy, that's something that people can relate to, whatever the case may be. And so in this case, you know, we already got a relatable hook. We got the Savage, the classy, bougie, ratchet, whatever. What more can you say after that? You know what I'm saying? Except for, okay, you know? And so I thought that it was really dope of her to keep it really simple for the hook and just kind of add that okay, because that okay is like, that little small detail is what makes a dope remix by Queen B, honey. Honestly, once I understood, it ain't got to be explained. When you Beyonce, you don't really got to say too much. She's letting people know that all she gonna come in is cosign on this hoe. Like, okay.
Got this shit from Tina. I'm a savage. Yeah. Classy.
So let me just say this right there. That part, I got this from Tina. That's giving me real, like, she kind of adopted Meg's flow on this. This is Meg's song, so I feel like Beyonce was kind of like, for her first verse, trying to, you know, when in Rome's do what Romans do, honey. So she came on there kind of giving me a little Megan, or maybe a little southern twang to it, I should say. But I know this little verse right here, or not even verse, this last little bar literally makes me think of, I can hear Meg saying it. So let's just go back and listen real fast.
I pull up in my two-seater and my mama was a savage. Nigga got this shit from Tina.
I could definitely hear that. That's a Megan thing right there. Man, I got this from Tina. I can hear Meg. Man, I got this from Tina. I got this from Tina. No, just like, just like, can't be arguing with no over Instagram. What's the lyric? It's 2020. Twerk. I can't be worried about no twerking. She's known for like letting the beat drop and making announcements. She may not be known for that, but she's done that quite a few times. You know, she makes an announcement. Ain't no something. I love my niggas equally. I can't see. She does that. So that was giving me a little, you know, the beat was dropping something for Tina. Now the second hook, I think she's coming back more. Before she was just co-signing. She was just like, okay, you know what I'm saying, being kind of modest with it. Okay, honey. Now the second verse, or the second hook rather, she's doing a little bit more with it. So let's get into it.
Yeah, classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, yeah. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening? Bitch, I'm a set.
So she's giving us more runs there, hoo-ah, and all that stuff. Now she's giving us a little bit more. You know, the first time she was like, I'm just here, honey, coastline. And now she's really trying to just kind of like getting her feet wet. It was levels with Beyonce on this one. She was like, okay. Now she's, now next thing you know, she coming with the next verse.
He want a bitch like the stallion with the knees. He be like, damn, how that thing moving in the jeans. I ain't even think on.
So boom, that right there, probably my favorite part. Look, I'm excited as hell, y'all. That's probably my favorite part of the song, and I'm gonna tell you why. So going back to what I was saying about hooks, you always want your hooks to be catchy. You want them to be relatable. You want them to be also familiar sounding, and not necessarily familiar in a copycat type of way. Sometimes it's not wrong to go with something that's reminiscent to other things. So that part right there, it makes me think of what it is, yo. What's up? How Beyonce comes in there, she's like, them jeans, whatever. It's making me think of, give me your number and I'll call and I'll follow that ass in the mall. I don't know, maybe she was doing that on purpose, or maybe that's just something that I feel like. It's giving us that old feel, like them jeans. I love that.
Be like, damn, how that thing moving in the jeans. I ain't even D4L couldn't do it like me.
Also, BTW, Megan's actually coming with the bars here. You know what I'm saying? She's coming with a lot of, I guess, metaphors, similes, if you want to call it, because she's saying like her ass. English lesson, you know I was doing English too, honey. Something like hot, whatever, like Tunchi, you know, kind of going back to the block is hot days. So that's what that lyric or that bar was about. And now she's talking about D4L, because she's talking about the old song from the South. No, bitch can't do it like me. If you are from the South, not just from Atlanta, because, honey, I'm from Columbus, Georgia, and we was on that. If you're from the South, you know about that. So we're getting more singing from Beyonce on the second verse. The first one, she was trying to show, yeah, I got bars, honey. I got bars. Or my husband, whatever y'all want to say. I don't know the truth. Jay-Z might have gave it 1 or 2 bars. But you know what I'm saying, honey? It's okay.
Bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, hacking, stupid.
Okay, Beyonce switching these flows. Just on this song alone, she's on her 4th flow. It's that Beyonce, no, take it like, mommy, I'm rambling. In singing and in rapping, I love when she really owns her low register, and she just kind of gets really gritty with it, and she just, and honestly, for lack of better term, she talk her shit. Yeah, she's giving us a little whisper low register. This is dope right here, because in this part, she's giving us, she's like singing, but she's rapping too. It's kind of like some melodic rapping. Like, I don't know who does that, but you know what I'm saying. It's not really rap, it's also singing type of thing. That's like a thing. So that's dope for her to be able to rap on one verse, sing on another verse, and on the hook, and then she's giving us that melodic rapping, like maybe like what Future does, like a coding crazy type of flow there. Maybe not necessarily that, but
Stupid, what's happening? What's happening?
You hear more layers. So you got Beyonce doing her ad-libs, doing the hoo-ah, hoo-ah. You got the okay, I think you got more layers of her doing some whatever she's doing in the background and make it sound more fuller. You hear more layers on Meg's voice. Beyonce and Meg coming together. Classy, bougie, track. Basically what they're doing is like baking a cake. They're adding layers. Beyonce came in. Okay. That's honestly the mood. Hashtag okay, Beyonce voice. You know, she came in real modest and classy. then as time goes by, it's telling a story. You know, she started off real classy, then she got really... I think I get it. I think I figured some shit out just then. Are y'all hearing this? I think, and this is, okay, so let me also take this time to give a disclaimer. For me, analyzing music is like literature. Back when I was in high school, I got this AP Lit class, story time. This is actually a total different segment, but I was in AP Lit class, and it was a really hard class for me because even though I enjoyed literature, like we really had to get to the depth of what the writer was trying to do or portray or whatever, what they were trying to say, when a lot of the times these authors, they were dead. So I'm like, how you gonna tell Edgar Allan Poe how Edgar Allan Poe feel? We don't know. This is all assumption. This is all speculation. Well, it's cool because it's not about you being right, because different people are going to have different interpretations. And it's the same with music. So for me, how I interpret the music, you may interpret it different. It doesn't mean that I'm wrong or you're right or I'm wrong. And it's all about how you prove it. So if you got facts to back it up, if you have interviews, for example, where Beyonce says, this is what I was trying to do. Or if you have, you know, especially if the author or the writer of the song or whatever you want to say, the producer is still alive, you can kind of fact check. You can ask them firsthand. But if you don't, it's all about you proving what they were trying to do by your writing. So going back to with this music thing, I could be wrong with this Savage by Meg Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce. I could be wrong as far as what Beyonce was trying to do. This is completely an assumption, but that literature in me is telling me, going back to the metaphor of baking a cake, it's like she's layering it on. And it's almost like she's starting off very classy and bougie. Then she's getting a little ratchet. Then she's getting sexy. Then she's getting moody, nasty. The point is, in the song, she's giving everything. She's giving those sides of Beyonce that Meg mentions in the hook. She's giving us savage Beyonce. She's giving us sexy Beyonce. She's giving us classy Beyonce. She's giving us ratchet Beyonce. And same thing with Meg. I mean, obviously she wrote the song, so, you know, even from the first time, she's giving us, that's her. That's classy, bougie, ratchet, whatever. But I definitely think that the goal of Beyonce's writing, or whoever wrote it, whatever the case may be, was to show every aspect of Beyonce. Bing, it was like a light bulb went off in my head. I think that's dope, because by the end of the song, she's letting it all go. She's letting it all out there for the world to hear. All right. As far as the production goes, I've always kind of liked the beat. It sounds very chromatic. And by chromatic, I mean the chromatic scale, like do, di, re, mi, fa, fi. Overall, the overarching theme here is showing different sides of Beyonce, of Meg, just showing different sides of a woman, you know. And I think I can relate to that, and everyone can relate to that, whether you're more like Meg, more like Beyonce, or somewhere in between, or somewhere on the outliers. We have our savage side, our classy side, our bougie side, our ratchet side. Some people are more on the other end. Some people are more ratchet than bougie. Some people are more bougie than ratchet. But the point is, we all can relate to being a multifaceted woman, okay? And I think that Beyonce and Meg definitely depicts that on the song, so A+ on that. It's a dope song. I think the remix definitely enhanced it. It's gonna go stupid because it got Beyonce on it. So even if Beyonce didn't enhance it for whatever reason, it's gonna make a big deal about it. So it's a good song. I enjoyed it overall. So that was my very first official music review of a song. These are completely my opinions. If you agree, please comment and let me know. If you disagree, please comment and let me know. I would love to debate. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to debate, but I would love to have an open forum of discussion. Tell me your thoughts about it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.